Inside New York, real New Yorkers. MyNY with Patrick James Lynch.
Rent was also so much the culmination of years and years of working.
Mm-hmm.
At that point, I'd been professionally acting for 15 years.
Sure.
So, and all of that was so due to my mom's support and involvement. So there was a real feeling of like that she got to see the pinnacle of success of something that she'd invested so much time and effort into.
Yeah.
So I was very gratified. I mean, that was an enormous comfort that she had been able to witness that happening. At the same time, yes, it was awful to have both things at once. I mean, but
she had cancer, right?
She had cancer, yeah.
And so there was a little bit of notice. It wasn't out of nowhere.
Oh, sure, yeah. I mean, there was a couple of years where she.
Okay.
The thing about cancer, especially in her case, well, she had a weird strain of it. She had her tumor the characteristics of it were not easily classifiable, and so the treatments were kind of murky and weren't super effective.
Okay.
So at a certain point, it was clear that she wasn't going to win
the
battle.
Yeah.
But then there's just no way of knowing how long.
Right.
Which is really hard to witness.
Course.
But at the same time, it gave us all time to really talk about all kinds of things that we might not have otherwise talked about.
What were some of the things that may have come up that we would
want
to share?
I had conversations with her about her relationship with my father. You know, I mean,
Is he in your life?
He's in my life to a lesser degree than she ever was. But yes, he's always been a part of my life.
Okay.
But she was my parent.
Yeah.
He was an absent father in the sense that he was, yes, he's my father, but he wasn't like involved in the day to day.
Yeah.
So. And I was so young when they split up. I was only 2 that I never really witnessed them together. So I just, as an adult growing up, I was like, I just became more and more curious about all that. And she was very open in talking about it. So those were some of the things we were talking about, and just, more stuff about her family and her history. But it's the kind of thing, like, as these 15 years now have gone by, I just keep thinking of more and more questions too that I would love to get to talk to her about.
Of course.
As I get older and more things happen in my life, and we were becoming adult friends, which is, I think, part of what can happen
How old were you at
between
that time?
parents and children. I was 25 when she died.
Yeah.
And so there's the transition from being a child to an adult. And,
Correct.
And it doesn't always happen, but I think a lot of times it can happen where children can become friends with their parents in a way,
I know what you mean.
Almost like a peer in a way,
Yeah, I think I kind of feel that happening in my life now.
So that's what I was really looking forward to, and of course that didn't get to happen.
Right.
In the way, like, to the fullest extent.
You want to hear the rest of the story? Easy. Just visit MyNYpod.com.
This has been a Patrick James Lynch production.